You're listening to the Dre Area Sports Show, live on YouTube and X. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
Think about last year, Andre, what we were dealing with, right? We had the Brandon Aiyuk saga, which was an absolute mess, dude. I mean, it was just like on so many levels that brought the camaraderie of the team down, and like Debo was pissed, and you know they were all just like so like butthurt about it, and so they really hated each other. And then Trent Williams, he holds out, and he comes in out of shape. So you've got two of your pillars on offense that are not there. They're not available in training camp. They're not there in OTAs, and you've got Brock Purdy also on the last year of a rookie contract, or the second to last year of a rookie contract, where he's kind of like almost like you don't really know where you're at. And so there was a lot of uncertainty, and we had a difficult schedule, obviously, coming off of a Super Bowl win. So last year was just like a perfect storm of shit, right?
Oh, absolutely. And the amount of injuries, too. I mean, it was so bad seeing how many players were going down with injuries. It was just out of control. And so when you lose a guy like Christian McCaffrey in your offense, who's basically one of the main players of your offense. The whole offense is built around Christian McCaffrey and his abilities, and that's why you saw so many plays where Deebo Samuel was lined up in the backfield, because he's basically playing Christian McCaffrey in this play. But at the same time, when he's doing that, that means that Brandon Aiyuk has to now be the Deebo Samuel in this play, and then Juwan Jennings has to be the Brandon. Everyone has to move around and sort of fill in these new positions, and so it created a lot of. It created a lot of problems. The timings were off.
Inconsistencies, confusion.
Yeah. And if you watch a lot of their plays, their timing was way off. And it's because they were trying to do too much, because they were filling in for a lot of missing players. And so it really played against them. And that's why I think that, getting Christian McCaffrey back this year is going to really, really improve Brock Purdy's numbers. Not that he solely relies on him, but for what McCaffrey does for your offense is going to open things up for Brock Purdy. Because let's face it, when Jordan Mason would go out into the flat for a pass, defenses didn't really pay attention to him. They're just like, nah, fuck him. And at the same time, the Niners didn't really throw him the ball at all. They threw it to him a few times, but not nearly as much as Christian McCaffrey. And so now that threat is back in week 1. And just
going back to Jordan Mason, like I thought our offense, while Jordan Mason and Christian McCaffrey, they are similar kinds of players when it comes to how they hit the holes. I thought our offense looked way different with Jordan Mason than it did with McCaffrey. We just didn't. There wasn't as much space out there, and I give a lot of credit to Jordan Mason. I mean, he had a great first half of the year last year, but obviously and we'll see how he looks this year on a different team. But like again, Minnesota is a completely different kind of team, so we'll see how he looks there, but. I think that he obviously ran out of steam. He wasn't able to take the workload that we were giving him at the beginning of the year. And then what were we left with? Okay, Isaac Groene and the other dude like Patrick whatever. I mean, it's just like I don't know, man. We didn't have enough depth like we've had in the past at the running back position once Jordan Mason went down, and I think that really affected Brock Purdy, and it made him into a quarterback where he had to do more than he was capable of.
Absolutely. Strawberry Reacts writes, I don't think it needs to be CMC. It just needs to be a dynamic pass-catching running back. The offense looked great with Guerendo. The offense looked great at times with Guerendo, but Guerendo needed to work on his blocking, which is something that I hope that he does in this coming this past offseason, because that was one thing, is that when pass rushers would come through, Guerendo was not a very good blocker. So that's something that he really needed to improve on. But I did think that towards the end of the season, Guerendo looked so much better hitting the holes and finding running lanes. When he first came in the league as a rookie, he looked terrible running the ball. And then each week he kind of got better and better and better. And then he got hurt at one point. So that was pretty rough.
But I think, to Strawberry's point, I think the organization has spoken with their actions to say, okay, we don't need Jordan Mason anymore this year. So we're going to move him. And we feel comfortable with Isaac Guerendo as the backup running back. Yeah. And, Yeah, and you're right. The pass blocking was awful.
It was awful.
So it just put so much more pressure on Purdy. Now you're talking, Dre. You're talking about Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be back. We'll see. Let's see what he looks like when he comes back.
Yeah.
And hopefully Garindo can give him those spells that they need, and that they have some depth with their rookie draft picks that they have. But Garindo is going to be in a much better position as a backup with all that experience. And hopefully we don't have to lean so much on McCaffrey like we did last year. And like when he came back in that game against Buffalo.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just can't lean on him that much and then expect him to not get hurt again.
Exactly. And look, right now, McCaffrey's 28 years old. They need to make sure that, look, he's going to get a big workload because he's Christian McCaffrey, but he can't be a guy that you give the ball to that many times, that many touches. You got to get other guys involved. And we know that Garindo is a really good receiver. He played receiver in high school, and we saw him out of the backfield make some really nice catches and get a lot of yak yards as well because of his speed. So I like what Garindo can bring to the offense as long as they utilize him correctly.
The Dre Area Sports Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use promo code Dre Area Sports to save $20 on your first purchase at SeatGeek.com. And we are also brought to you by Taryn Roy, the SEO Optimizer. If you're looking to boost your YouTube channel, then check out the SEO Optimizer. Use promo code Dre Area Sports to start your free trial today. Power Brand Systems. If you're looking to build a website for your small business or YouTube channel, then check out Power Brand Systems. Use promo code 300POWER to save up to $300 on your first purchase at Power Brand Systems.